Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Monique is pulling up certain receipts and frightful realities that demonstrate that she has been spilling realities with regards to Tyler Perry and how he has been mistreating her for over 12 years. Monique has been recounting the story of how Tyler exceeded everyone's expectations to boycott her. Yet this time it's not simply a story, since she has Tyler on tape conceding that he spread counterfeit reports that prepared her boycott. Monique is to go as far as possible with Tyler, and you all should have some time off on the grounds that the show just got genuine. So it's not entirely settled to take it the whole way there with regards to her meet with Tyler Perry, since she has finished remaining silent and taking the punches. Monique's vocation has been in a lower priority status for the most significant length of time now. And it's all a direct result of Tyler Perry and how he decided to act negligent and ruin her profession, since she didn't surrender to his request to work free of charge in the event that you all missed the tea. Tyler Perry maintained that Monique should go on a special press run for his film. Valuable with the expectation of complimentary, Monique was a focal person in the show, yet she declined since no one jumps at the chance to work with the expectation of a complimentary. Tyler could have done without this, but rather than dropping the press visit or, simply paying Monique for working, he chose to simply feel free to debase her by spreading tales about how she was hard to function with. And when a person of Tyler's status renounces somebody or lets you know that they're difficult to work with, all were to realize that individuals will avoid you and not touch you with a 6-foot shaft, and that occurred to Monique since she turned into an untouchable tile. Air has consistently denied having a say in Monique's issues, guaranteeing that whatever happened to Monique didn't have anything to do with him, since he did nothing to her. He demanded that whatever happened to her profession was her own shortcoming and didn't have anything to do with him, and she was simply involving him as an interruption from her main problems. Yet Monique hasn't withdrew in her battle, and she has kept on discussing how Tyler and Oprah demolished her life. She has talked constant lie about this, and when she went on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay, she said exactly the same thing and dragged Tyler for torpedoing her, and then, at that point, lying in front of her and playing with her by behaving as he doesn't have the foggiest idea what he did. Tyler Perry hit us up, right? And he said, "I can see the aggravation in you and I can hear it. And I need to tell you that I could never really hurt you." However, the discussion continued onward on just for Tyler Perry to concede he began ghost. Sip that I was hard to work with. Lied. She additionally guaranteed that Tyler guaranteed that he planned to fix what is happening and get individuals away from her. However, he never did exclusively for Tyler. Per to concede I was off base. And when my film boo come out, she then guaranteed that she had a sound recording of Tyler Perry where he confessed to beginning the gossip that got her debase and conceding that it was anything but something fair for him to do. Well, we sent you the sound of Tyler Perry. I don't believe you should trust me. I maintain that you should hear his statement. And what did you hear that man talking about? What did you hear that man talking about? You know you shouldn't record individuals. No, let me back up. Okay, all that we did was lawful. And here's where a person of color truly gets the kick in. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my statement against his. And afterward, on top of that, he's so strong we couldn't give any consideration to that. Well, now I have them on sound, which is legitimate to do where we reside, right? Okay, we have them on sound, and do you have at least some idea what certain individuals then at that point said? How could you get him very much like you stayed there and said it's against the law to yet? Did you hear what the man said? I disregarded you. I abused you. I won't lie. She made a few strong points in light of the fact that individuals have been blaming her for lying for a really long time. She has been blamed for being a liar, a miscreant, and a wide range of things like that. So her getting Tyler to concede what he did on tape was smart, in addition to the fact that, like she said, it's not unlawful where she resided. Genuinely, I believe that on the off chance that Tyler had realized that he was being recorded, he couldn't ever have conceded to getting her boycotted with his tales. Monique likewise proceeded to uncover exactly the way in which severely his activities caused her family, saying that she missed out on gigs worth around $10 million altogether. Do you realize, Shannon, that it is costing my family a huge number of dollars? Better believe it than completely false and gossip. I believe you should thoroughly search your camera. Yes, and I believe you should converse with Tyler Perry since you heard what that man said. So ask him if he will remunerate my family for that. Tyler, will you come to Club Esh and let's have a discussion about the fair remuneration for what unfolded between you and Monique? You can sit here and she's sitting here, and you and I can have a discussion, and we'll raise the stakes and give me 5 on that child, and we'll up the ante. Shay, my better half, and I'll sit right close to him, knowing Tyler's chances of that event are 0 to none since I can wager you all that he won't be going on club. Shay needs to address what is happening since he realizes that it's simply going to aggravate him. Yet it deteriorates in light of the fact that, as per Monique, there were a few groups in the business who were able to support her, and they contacted Tyler for her benefit to attempt to figure things out just for them to apparition her later. With this entire circumstance and a portion of individuals that Feline discussed unexpectedly, I definitely disapprove of those equivalent individuals. There were individuals who contacted Tyler Perry for my benefit. Okay, and I was thankful for that. There was Al Sharpton, the Reverend All Social Equality Pioneer. Better believe it, I sent him that sound. He paid attention to it. He said, "Child, how that man treated you was off base, and you're similar to my girl, and we must inspire him to fix that right." We didn't hear from Al Sharpton for a considerable length of time. The following time we saw Al Sharpton, he was on a platform discussing how we don't have to fly business because we can fly Tyler Perry's personal luxury plane. I said that is the reason perhaps I'm not hearing back from him, okay? Then we had our wonderful sister Stephanie Plants. Yes, okay, who is she? Don't play yes, right. I told her what happened, sent her the sound. Now I couldn't say whether she paid attention to that sound or not yet. Tyler Perry. She said Monique Tyler Perry would rather not return to this. Okay, fine, while we're on the telephone. Tyler Perry gets back to her and says, I will meet with Monique, yet not with her better half. Now you prepared for this definitely, and afterward, Monique needs to apologize freely to say Oprah and I didn't have anything to do with wrecking her profession, so from the vibes of things he was turning individuals against her who she had on her side, and he didn't stop at that in light of the fact that he then attempted to inspire her to apologize to him, when he was the person who renounced her to begin. With young lady, it's the most ideal boldness for me yet that is not all on the grounds that exactly the same thing occurred with Kevin Hart after Tyler Perry got Monique repudiated. She guaranteed that Kevin Hart had contacted her promising to work with her no matter what the boycott, saying that he planned to have her back. Kevin Hart. Now you know when Feline Williams said guards better believe it. Kevin Hart? I do his, webcast, yes. And I need you all to pay attention to the digital broadcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, you're similar to my mom, you're similar to my auntie, and you're similar to my sister. Okay, then we do the digital broadcast and talk about the Tyler Perry circumstance. Oprah Winfrey said, I don't actually realize Oprah, however, I'm going to connect with Tyler. I value that Kevin stayed faithful to his promise. He contacted Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart got back to me about a week or so later. He said, Mo, I conversed with Tyler. He said he would rather not return to it. He said, however, I let you know. How about we move past that, Mo? We should simply move past that. We should do extraordinary things. So whatever you say, I believe you should hear me. Kevin Hart, how about we move past that? We should do a few extraordinary things together. Don't for a moment even stress over whatever you all believe should do. I will collaborate with you. I'll lead or produce with you, just let me in on what you believe should do. She succumbed to this and put her faith into him just for his supervisor to call and say that Kevin believed that nothing should do with her. Obviously she called Kevin to converse with him, and he consoled her that he planned to sort everything out and it was a major miscommunication just for him to turn around and phantom her, never getting back to her back or noting her gets back to then, when he accompanied I got you. I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do whatever he said. I'll chief produce, I'll join forces with you. I said great Kevin, cuz we're in the arrangement with Inderal. And we're attempting to get our television show back, Mo, anything that it is. I got you now. Kevin Hart is perhaps of the greatest performer right now on the planet, right? And was then we got off the telephone. With Kevin Hart, we called IND the shopping center right away and said Kevin H expressed out loud anything we desire to do. He got us, he will accomplish leader sees they resembled gracious. This is amazing in light of the fact that when you put Kevin Hart name on it, you definitely understand. When it is right 14 days go by, we get a call from Inderal, says we just got a call from Kevin Hart's chief Dave Becky, and Dave Becky said Kevin believes nothing should do with Monique, so anything should too. He would rather do nothing with her. Nothing. You realize he needs no any sort of relationship with Monique. So what changed between the 14 days and when? And in addition to he gave you a check, you gave the cash in those days, said he would cooperate with you, leader, produce anything that you want more. Hello, we got you. So what unfolded, or what do you think happened? Subscribe Apple World for more videos.